Here's my Christmas elf doll. I'm really pleased with how she's turned out, but there's a couple of things about the pattern that I'm not overly confident that I've explained in the best possible way for crochet beginners in the written instructions on the website. So I'm just going to show you a couple of little details to make them as clear as they possibly can be if you're newer to crochet and you want to make this little doll. So if we have a quick look at her from top to tail, there's her hat, her curly hair, we've got her face, and then coming down I made a little bodice on the dress, and we've got her skirt at the bottom. Now the idea with this one was that she would stand as an ornament as well as being able to be used as a little doll. And the nice round flat shape at the bottom means that she does stand up very nicely. I've had her on the shelf for a day or so, so I'm happy with that part. The points where I think we might be a little bit more muddly than I could perhaps be, and do let me know if you've read through the pattern. The first one is just with the placement of the features on the face, so let's have a little look at them a bit more closely. The eyelashes on the eye, they go out diagonally and upwards to the side, and it really is just 3 big stitches using some black yarn and a yarn needle. The nose I just wove backwards and forwards again with a needle to make her a little bit of a thicker nose. That is the exact same colour as the skin here. And the mouth, believe it or not, is the same colour yarn as her hair, and it's just 2 strands that make up the lips. Now, one of the other areas is these ears. So I made a central magic circle, and then I stitched back into it without closing the circle, and then simply made a couple of lines of stitches to extend the ear up there. Now they aren't the most symmetrical ears in the world, because in order to make them point in the correct direction, one of them is the back side of the magic circle and one is the front side of the magic circle. And I suppose hypothetically what you could do, and I could have done, is simply to have crocheted with my other hand than my dominant hand to do it, or got my left-handed daughter to do it for me, but I didn't. And honestly, she's got so much hair, I don't think it really notices, but let me know. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. The other point is the hair. So what I've done with her hair is I've made long chains and then single crocheted back into the chains, and as everyone who's been doing crochet for a little while will know, that makes a curl. You can manually make the curls more curly by twisting them up with your fingers like this. So it's just shorter ones at the front and longer ones at the back. There's also her hat here that's built in 3 separate parts. So this is a starting magic circle in the green, increasing down here with some puff stitches at the end. This is essentially a little ball with an opening that the green has pushed into and then sewn onto here with a needle again. And then this detail is just a chain. As we come down, we can see her dress here. I've used chains all around the edge to give details at the shoulder, and I've sewn afterwards so that this works as a little flap that hides the join of the arm as well. And these are just runs of yarn that are sewn just up here and just down there. You'll have a narrower gap there because obviously it's a smaller area, and a wider one here. And this is just a chain that I've tied a bow in and then sewn onto the side of the dress. So here she is, a little crochet Christmas elf. You'll find the full free pattern on the Lucy Kate Crochet website. Drop me a comment here or underneath the article on the blog if you've got any questions. I'm really happy to help, and I hope you enjoy making her.